Thanks for your company. The details now. Supporters of the National Democratic Congress Thursday staged various protests in some regions across the country. We'll take you to Ketu South shortly, but first, let's go live to Maxwell Agbagba. He's around the Kanda area where some protesters have gathered. Hello, Maxwell. What's happening now? So what you see now are live visuals while we wait for Maxwell to join us. The police trying to disperse protesters. They're firing something there. We'll get Maxwell to confirm for us. But earlier today, they massed up at the EC headquarters, and Maxwell was there to speak to some of the protesters who faced off with the police. The Accra Region Police Director of Operations, ACP Kwesi Fori, has been appealing to agitator supporters to desist from burning ties on the roads and destroying property.
Placards that some of them were holding. Some of them left them here at this roundabout. Some of them, Jean Mensah, don't dare burn Ghana. First time in Ghana to have errors in declared election results. Why EC? No reconciliation, no precedent. There's another one here. Our democracy is under attack. And you can see that one also very close to the statue there. It says Jean Mensah must resign now. Let's take you down the road. Let's try and get a sense of the destruction that happened here some minutes ago. So we are told that this thing here was brought down by the aggrieved supporters. So you can still see the remnants of the ties that were burnt here by the aggrieved supporters. And we still have some of the ties down there the stretch. Okay, so what you can see right now, some of the NDC supporters in your shot, my camera technician would give you an idea. Okay, so these are some of the supporters who had to seek refuge elsewhere after they were dispersed. After they were dispersed by the police. Let's see if they are not hostile. We'll talk to them. If they are hostile, come. Let's talk to you. Come.
So that's Maxwell Agbagba earlier around the EC headquarters today. Let's take you now live to the Northridge area. The protesters are still there. Hello, Maxwell. We saw the police earlier firing to disperse the crowd. What exactly is happening?
Okay, so Dennis, right now what you can see, rubber bullets police are using to disperse the crowd. Same thing we have here in that container. So these are rubber bullets they're using to disperse the crowd. Now, things were calm some minutes ago, but the situation escalated again. And now they're trying to de-escalate the situation. So some minutes ago, the agitating crowd was somewhere very far away from this place because the police officers had mounted crash barriers right in the middle of the road. But they started charging at the police officers, and the police officers had no option but to also move in and push them a bit further from getting closer to the EC's head office. So what you can hear being fired right now are rubber bullets that they are firing at the crowd just to get them to move further from the EC's head office. Some of the people who are agitating, we heard them shouting, "No Mahama, no peace. No Mahama, no peace." Some minutes ago, the police actually opened this road to traffic, but now the crash barriers are actually back, and they are trying to de-escalate the situation right now. There's still some firing going on. I can see some of them running away. Let's get closer so you can have a good view of what is happening right now. Many of them have told us that they are going to continue demonstrating, and this will continue for days. You can see the Accra Region Director of Operations in control of the situation as it stands now with his men moving in on this stretch of road. This part of town has been cordoned off to traffic as it stands now, and that has created some kind of gridlock in the capital city. So if you want to go to the Central Business District, if you want to go to our Ridge and its environs, at this point you cannot, because the security officers here are carrying out this operation. So the lady going, the police officer going, is actually picking the remnants of the rubber bullets that were fired some minutes ago, and they have that in that vehicle. Let's try and get the Director of Operations for the Ghana Police Service. This is a very crucial and critical time. Let's find out from him. ACP Kwesiofori, what is the strategy now?
The strategy is to drive out the vandalism that we're witnessing on the street, destroying property, attacking individual, and so forth. And we will not sit down for lawlessness to prevail on our street. First and foremost, the assembly is unlawful, and also using petrol and other dangerous liquid. We will not accept this. And in line with public order management, we will make sure that we drive them out based on strategies coached in good governance. Over.
Some minutes ago, we saw some of them blocking a section of the road here. They also littered a portion of the road. We can see still some of the roadblocks that they put here. What are you doing about that as well?
We've cleared all. You might have noticed that we cleared lorry ties, we cleared obstacles, and we're making sure that we'll continue to clear those that we're seeing.
Okay, yes, we realize that some people are being arrested.
Now they are pelting the huge stones, huge rocks.
Yeah, now the second stage.
Hello?
Are the police officers, David Amma, kindly come back. Okay, it's getting a bit. Can we have a good view of what is happening right now? They're pelting huge rocks right now. The supporters are pelting huge rocks at the police right now. And that happened as the police tried to take some persons into their custody. You can see that huge rock being pelted at the police. And the police is also leaving those stones unturned here. I can see the Director of Operations for the Ghana Police Service, ACP Kwesiofori, commanding his men to move from the other sections, telling all of them to move in to push the crowd further. As it stands now, this entire stretch that leads to the Central Business District to Ridge and its environs cordoned off to traffic. Okay, so you can hear now giving orders to his men to move in on the protesters, get them to move further away from the Electoral Commission offices. This has been happening for the past 4 hours. These are protesters who are unhappy about the 2020 election results. They told us that they are going to be here for the next 2 days. They told us that they came here planned, and there's no way they're going to relent in their efforts to get their voices heard in this particular protest banners. So as it stands now, these are some of the crash barriers on the road. And these are some of the stones that, these are some of the rocks that they were pelting at the police. Now the police route is moving in with police officers also to control the situation. So banners, it's a charged atmosphere here right now.
I imagine that Maxwell Agbagba would come back to you as you continue to stay with the police. Please stay safe. My colleague Maxwell Agbagba, they're bringing us live reports on what's happening with the protests here in Accra. But let me take you back to the EC headquarters, close to the premises. Earlier, Maxwell spoke to some of the supporters there.
Some of them left them here at this roundabout. You can, some of them, Jean Mensah don't dare ban Ghana. First time in Ghana to have errors in declared election results. Why EC no reconciliation, no precedent. There's another one here, our democracy is under attack. And you can see that one also very close to the statue there. It says Jane Mensah must resign now. Let's take you down the road. Let's try and get a sense of the destruction that happened here some minutes ago. So we are told that this thing here was brought down by the aggrieved supporters. So you can still see the remnants of the ties that were burnt here by the aggrieved supporters. And we still have some of the ties down that stretch.